a Schlage Primus Everest, and it's an XP. XP just means it has a 5th height of sidebar pin, and that pin is always a right pin, not a left or a center, just a right pin. There's the bitting. Now, I have been using the blue tool to pick these. Unfortunately, the Everest keyway prevents that from being very effective. And the binding order, the machining tolerances in this particular lock make it so that isolating the elements is somewhat difficult. It picks easy enough to the vertical shear line. Unfortunately, the binding order on the sidebar in that direction begins from the middle, and it just works like it's supposed to, basically. Makes it next to impossible to keep one pin set and bind the next pin. So it has to be picked the hard way, and that is switching back and forth between the mechanisms instead of isolating the sidebar by picking the vertical shear line first. We have to work both at the same time, and since they're sharing the binding tension, it makes all of the sets much more muffled. But to get enough slack to continue working the sidebar, you've got to come up here and set pins, come back down. There we have it. That was it. Now pin number 3. That felt good. Alright. Back to the top, see what's binding. Oop, a little bit from the back. Crank up the tension, see if I can, there we go. See if I can force it just a little tiny bit. That should be enough to bind pin 2. Yes. Pin 2 is set. I thought pin 2 was set. Huh. But there's no tension on pin 1, so check the top again very lightly. These all appear to be set. Maybe I overlifted one with my over-tensioning. I'll relax tension a little bit. Did I get one to drop? No. Okay. Pin 2 must not be set to rotation. Oops. Bad news. I'm getting a binding force on this first sidebar pin, but it's not significant enough to manipulate it really. There we go. That was one of the ones out of the vertical stack that just fell. I must have overset it. Looks like that's what happened. Let's see if pin number 1 is binding now. Yes, it is. Here we go. Skadoosh. Fucking love that shit. Well, took me long enough. I'm going to gut it. Focal point. Okay, this is of course same lock. Lock it back up so that the sidebar pins don't fall out. Plug follower here. Okay, as you can see, all 6 pins, springs, hell, I'll just take it out. Springs are there, sidebar, just fine. Sidebar pins are in there. Right, standard key pins. Sidebar pins all spring loaded. And nothing special in here, just standard drivers. 4, 5, 6. Alright guys, that's as much as I'm going to gut it. Schlage Primus Everest XP, single pin picked. Thanks for watching.